This is 5.7b in elementary algebra, and we are ready for example number 5. And we have 5 squared equals x squared plus the quantity x plus 1 squared. Now that looks pretty messy. Okay, well let's do what we can. If we do the FOIL method, that would be x plus 1 times x plus 1. So first would be x squared. Outside would be 1x. Inside would be 1x. And last would be 1. So 25 equals 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now, let's set it equal to 0. Let's take this and move it clear over here. There. So I'm going to get this to be 0, so I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So that gives me 2x squared plus 2x minus 24 equals 0. Then I look and say, wow, I've got a 2 that I can pull out of there. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Then can I factor that? I would hope it'd be nice to be able to factor it into two binomials and have an x there and an x there. Two numbers multiplied give me 12, added give me 1. So it's going to be a 4 and a 3. And the biggest number is going to be positive. And I get that. So that's looking good. So now I'm looking to find out what's going to make that 0 and what's going to make that 0. I don't care about that because that's not a letter. So x minus 3 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. So x equals 3, or x equals negative 4. So those are my two answers. Now, notice here, whenever the highest number here is a 2, you're going to get two answers. Alright, so let's jump into number 6 and we'll be done. Alright, number 6 says 24x cubed equals negative 10x squared plus 6x. I'm going to move the, well, no, let's not move that. Let's move these two over here so that everything's on the same side. So I'm going to add 10x squared here, and I'm going to subtract 6x. So I'm going to get 24x cubed plus 10x squared minus 6x equals 0. So I added 10x to this side and that went away. I added it to the other side. I subtracted 6x from there, went away, subtracted 6x from that side. Okay, so now I've got this left. Well, it looks like I can factor some things out because this is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, 2 times 5, 2 times 3. So I can factor out 1, 2, and 1x, leaving me with, take out that, leaving me with 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. Took 1x out of there, left with 2 of them. Got a 5 left over, and 1x minus, I have a 3 left over. Okay. Let's see here. Because of this doggone 12, I have to take 12 times negative 3 and get negative 36. Times that. So two numbers multiplied together give me negative 36, added give me a 5. So that's a 9 and a 4. And again, because my 5 is positive, my largest number is going to be positive. So I have 2x, 12x squared, and again I'm going to write it with this instead of that, Notice what I have here. I've got a negative here. I don't want a negative, but I have a positive there, so I'm going to switch those around. Okay, now I can group these. So I've got 2x. Okay. And I've got, what can I factor out of here? I can factor out a 4 and an x, and I'm left with a 3x minus 1. Because I factored the whole thing out, so it's gone. So now there has to be a 1 there just as a placeholder. Plus, and then I've got 9x minus 3, so I can factor out a 3, and I'm left with a 3x minus, I factored that out, but I need that placeholder. So now I have 2x plus 3. Oops, I'm sorry, I don't. This 2x is all by itself out there. What I have is 4x plus 3. I don't know why I made that little square thing. It needs to be a round one. Okay, so I took these two and put them together, and now these are the same, so I can just write them one time. Okay, so let's get some of this stuff out of here. Okay, and this is what I have left. So I have to make 2x equal to 0, because right there, 4x plus 3 equal to 0, and 3x minus 1 equal to 0. So x equals 0 over 2, so x is 0. That's one of my answers. 4x, subtract 3 from both sides, divide by 4. That's another answer. Add 1 to both sides, divide by 3. That's another one of my answers. Okay, so I had 3 answers there. And that is it for problems at 5.7. Now I hope that you wrote these down, because you're going to need to refer back to those in the homework assignment. You're not going to want to go back and watch this video again. So hopefully you took notes so that you can go back and use this stuff.